Good morning everybody. On this job I'm cleaning fake slates, concrete fibre, cement fibre, and yeah, they're absolutely caked in moss, like thick lumps of it. Now I've already pre-warned the customer that because there's so much moss on here, that when I remove the moss, there's highly likely to be damage under the moss to the roof tiles caused by the moss and the lichen. Because I don't know because I don't think many people are aware of this, but lichen, as it grows, it secretes acid. That's how it gets a foothold onto the surface. So long before human buildings and things like that existed, lichen would attach itself to rocks, tree bark and things like that, but now it loves attaching itself to our buildings, especially our roofs, and the way it gets a foothold is by secreting acid, and then it eats into it and it gets really in there, so it damages the surface of the tiles, and it can eat in severe cases. I mean, it doesn't happen all the time. I mean, it has to be quite severe, but it does eat through the tile and you can have holes in the tile because of it. Anyway, also let me address something. Concrete fibre tiles, anything pre-2000, year 2000, I think it might be 1998 or 99 if my memory serves me correctly, they are highly likely to contain asbestos. Now they're not fully made of asbestos. They may have something like 10 or 15% asbestos, but 10 or 15% asbestos is not good. Any asbestos, 1% asbestos, don't go near them. The risk of obviously breathing in the asbestos from disturbing it, even if you're using water, I mean, you just don't use it. It's not a good idea to use anything. I know guys do it and they're crazy, but anyway, so I just avoid anything that's pre-2000. Now I know for certain this roof is way past the year 2000. This roof is probably only, I don't know, 10-15 years old, so there's no way it contains asbestos. I'm not concerned about that. If you aren't sure, you can get an asbestos test, but to be honest, quite a busy person and you're fairly booked up, then it's just not worth the effort. Just move on to the next job, because even if you did get it all tested and you get yourself all kitted out and stuff like that, ready for cleaning asbestos, the moss that you remove is classed as hazardous waste. The water you put on the roof is then hazardous water. That has to be collected by a tanker. You are talking many thousands of pounds on top of the actual charge of the job. It's just not worth it. Yeah. Okay, enough waffle. Let's go and have a look. So I'll show you the front first. Excuse me. I mean, this is bad. So, yeah, you can see it all along. It's, okay, look at it. Wow. The worst is around here. So when I came to quote this job, all this was overgrown and growing over the top of the roof. It's since been cut, which is brilliant. Look at that. Ooh. Wow. So look, let me show you this. So the problem is with these tiles is they come with a coating, and underneath that coating is concrete fibre, cement fibre, which is very light grey. Some people say it's white. To me it doesn't look white, it looks very light grey. The coating just wears away, especially if you have, like for example, where these stumps are, it was literally over the roof like this. So you can see that sort of very light mark there. I'm assuming that's where the growth was rubbing against it in the wind. I'm going to be using gentle pressure on this with the flat surface cleaner. That won't do any damage to the tiles. It will uncover any damage that's already there for sure, but it won't cause any damage to the tiles. That I promise. Yeah, look at it. Wow. This is one of the worst I've done in a long time. So, careful. Quick walk around the side, have a look at that. Access is, I mean, you couldn't really get much better here, to be honest. Oh yeah, that's pretty bad, but it's not as bad as this back. Okay. Yeah, let's get set up, get this done. Okay guys, so you can see that it's not white, but it's like and it's not a very light grey, but it is a lightish grey. Now I know what's coming. I know what's coming. You've stripped the coating off the roof. You've damaged those tiles. You've removed the layer. You've taken 10 years lifespan off those tiles. So what I'm about to do now is show you that scrubbing the tile with a little bit of very light bleach, bit of soap, bit of surfactant, is going to give you exactly the same results. So I'm going to do a bit here right at the end because I'm about to wash this section, because hopefully this bit will then dry, and then we can see that it's going to look identical. So all I'm going to use is this soft nylon scrubbing brush. Literally, I could scrub my legs with it. Let's see. As much moss as we can by hand. I really need a head mount, but hey, look. I'm just going to get as much, just the bigger bits. Okay, let's scrub. We'll let that sit and dry, but I think that has pretty much proved my point even now, even being wet. Massive difference to what it looked like before, just from scrubbing with a nylon brush. I could scrub my body with that really hard, and I'm not going to take the skin off. So yeah, we'll come back and have a look at this in about half an hour. I think you'll see that it's the same light colour grey that it is over there that I've done with the washer, proving that it's not the washer, it's what they look like. If only I was Harry Potter, I could literally just magic all the dirt, the grime, the organic growth off and show you that this is just what the tiles look like when they weather. Let's have a quick look and remind ourselves of the colour of these tiles. There you go. Obviously they're still a bit wet, but they're like a light grey colour. The original coating has pretty much gone completely, and to all the people that think that that's because of me or guys like me that use gentle low pressure washing to wash roofs like this, let me show you that you are mistaken. So I'm pretty sure that's dry around there now. So it's quite a warm day today. Doesn't look it. It started off cold, but it's actually turned out nice and mildly warm. Yeah. Okay, so that's pretty definitive to me. Let me turn you around. There you go. That pretty much looks identical. So there you go. The coating has long worn away. This is just what they look like. Once you remove all the organic growth, the slime, the grime, all that crap that's on there, that's what you're left with. And it looks the same whether you scrub it or whether you pressure wash it. Gently pressure wash, mind you. Now I'm sure I'm still going to get people hating, but how do you explain that then? I mean, are you saying that just a scrub with a nylon brush takes off that coating? Because then it's not a very good coating, is it? If you can just scrub it off with a nylon brush. The truth is that it isn't. The coating isn't there, so you're not removing coating. The coating has long worn away, and that's what you're left with. But look, I know you all love hearing me rant, and I've had a good one today. So yeah, let's crack on. Something doesn't sound right. It's just one of those days today. You know what I said about Lonsins? I said, I think last year when I got this Lonsin, I said, oh, they're really good, I'm really impressed. I'll take it back. That's me, that's me done for today then. There's not much I can do about that. The bolt was sheared clean off. I don't know whether that's something that's actually attached to the engine when it's built, or it can be unscrewed. But look, there's obviously there's one bolt that holds one side on, so the other bolt has sheared clean off, and you can see it half, oh, bloody hell, and you can still see it half in there. All I know is that I've had maybe 4 or 5 Hondas over the years. That's never happened. That'll teach me, eh? It's not. Amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's going to put me really behind now. So, what is it I'm doing here? These Velux windows look very dodgy to me. When you look up close, you can see underneath where the seals are, inside the building, there's wooden frames, and you can see they're clearly wood, but they're all black, where moisture is getting in. They're just not in very good condition, these things. The problem is with these Velux windows, even if they're in good condition, sometimes if you get a massive build-up of moss, so all that hot moss there comes down, it's absolutely soaking wet, it sits on top of the Veluxes or gets down the sides, water can get in. Now, with these windows especially, they're really not in good condition, so I'm not going to risk getting water in. Yes, this is harder work, but it's worth the effort. So as long as the water is nice and free flowing and I've got rid of the bulk, there shouldn't really be a problem. Okay guys, look, so I'm going to say bye now because I'm on about 4% battery and all my other batteries are dead. So yeah, look, I'm just going to say bye now. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Cheers.